What's up, guys? We're gonna be welcome. I'll get the intro out of the way. I want to talk about this. Welcome to Screen Source, your favorite trailer reaction show. We're gonna be reacting to the new Terminator movie, Terminator Dark Fates trailer that just dropped. That's right. You loved Terminator 3. You adored Terminator Salvation, and everyone turned out to see Terminator Genesis. And they made Terminator Dark Fate to reward you all for your hard work. We'll get into all of the inner workings of it, but first, let's watch that trailer.
That was good.
2 days ago, I had this nice, simple life. And now it's a nightmare.
If travel is searching and home has been found, I'm not stopping. I'm going hunting. I'm the hunter.
Who are you?
My name is Sarah Connor. Never seen one like you before. Almost human.
I am human. Why do you care what happens to her?
Because I was her.
How do we win?
We win by keeping you alive.
I'm going hunting.
All right. It looks a lot better than Terminator Genesis.
Yeah,
But I
we
got-
could set that one down.
I have concerns. The biggest selling point so far of this is not only is Arnold Schwarzenegger once again returning, which I'm sorry, it's not a Terminator movie without him, but Linda Hamilton is coming back as Sarah Connor, probably one of the most iconic action film characters, sci-fi characters, female protagonist characters in the history of entertainment.
It reminds me of what they did with Halloween recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I really love Sarah Connor. I think she's a great character. And I really love Linda Hamilton's performance, especially in the first one. I think the first one, like, she's fantastic in that movie. Second one, she's really good, but like in the first one, when she's, running away from the Terminator and like just trying to survive with Kyle Reese, she's really good in that movie.
Yeah.
So-
So a great character arc for her to have her go from like running away scared to confronting it, facing it, being a badass.
Fuck yeah. And the second one, she's fucking iconic in that film where she's like doing like pull-ups on her hospital bed and then stabbing her fucking doctor. Who's in the first one? He's in the first one, that actor.
He was,
And he plays a doctor. It's weird.
Same doctor, probably.
So I mean, I love Terminator. I'll probably go see this. It kind of feels like they're taking like plot devices from the third film and plot devices from Salvation. And I think we're getting like a mishmash.
After Terminator 3, I lost track of the story.
I believe this is supposed to like retcon Terminator 3.
Okay. And it feels like every Terminator movie after 3 has been like a reboot.
It's a direct
where
sequel to Terminator 2.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they're basically going
Yeah.
Terminator 3 did not happen.
And And on top of
All other Terminator films occurring in alternate timelines. There you go. That's how you
Thank
justify.
Thank you, Terminator
Okay,
Genesis.
good,
The only good thing
good.
Terminator Genesis brought us.
so on top of Sarah Connor returning, we also have the return of James Cameron having his hands in this.
As a producer, I kind of
He wrote the story.
he did. Oh.
Yeah, he had story writing credit in there.
The screenplays by David Goyer, Justin Rhodes, and so I mean, he
Story-
probably it's kind of like
The story by credit is like he comes up with the basic like skeleton of the story,
Like a George
Someone else
Lucas
wrote the lines,
situation.
yeah, exactly.
Directed by Tim Miller, known for Deadpool. Did he do Deadpool 2 as well? No, he did not.
first
He is executive producing the new Sonic movie.
why you
though.
got to bring that up? We're talking about Terminator. We don't need to talk about Sonic.
Somebody's upset.
I don't want to talk about Sonic. I am upset
Speaking
about
of
it.
today, they just talked about pushing it back to February of next
Good.
year.
They should.
Tim
Okay.
Miller also did Love, Death, and Robots. Did any of you
Oh,
watch
Oh, it was
yeah.
really good. I
I
watched
watched
Love,
most
Death,
of
and
it.
Robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no, it's in my
Very
queue.
interesting anthology series.
Super good. Super good.
One of them is like amazing.
Which
There's
one?
like one or two of them that are good, and a lot.
The one
are
that was
bad.
cyclical with the chasing and the Asian girl.
See that one? That one's not my favorite. I love the one with the salesman, like just driving along the desert highway.
I didn't watch that one yet.
I did Zima Blue. That's the best one.
I kind of like that everybody has a different take on it.
I don't know.
watch
At that
it.
point, for me, like everything had been so like melancholy and suicide-y that one I was like, here we go, another one where the guy sacrifices himself and some.
It's fun regardless, though. I'm glad.
I-
something like
I
this
recommend
exists. Yeah.
But anyway, so
David Goyer, he wrote. I think he did some of the Dark Knight movies, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did Batman Begins.
He did the Blade
He did all
trilogy,
the-
and
he
he
did
did
all
the Dark
three of
Knight
them.
trilogy,
And
and then
Man
he
of
did a
Steel.
ton of other DC films. Yeah.
why is this? So I thought John Connor was the answer to humanity's problem,
Right.
So why is this lady so important?
So yeah,
I'm
you've got
guessing.
me.
If I had to guess, that's Kyle Reese's mom. But that's just me speculating. I'm not entirely sure. It'd be kind of weird if that happened, but if I had to guess, that would be that lady's importance that she gives birth to Kyle Reese.
Right, because we're a couple generations removed now. It's got to be coming up. When did Skynet go live with the story?
Skynet went live in like 2015, I think, in the
Okay.
story. Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with the third one. If they're going to retcon it, that's fine too. Like let's.
Third
bring
one was
this
just
over.
average. It wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't horrible, but I liked the way that it ended and kind of like how you tried to prevent.
I think
end,
they
and you
just
kind
picked
of
the wrong.
started it.
I forgot what his name was, but Nick something or other.
Oh yeah, the guy that played John Connor.
He should not have been that. That's John Connor. Ugh.
Yeah,
I'm fine with Claire Danes, but whoever that guy was,
it was kind of a weird pick because he wasn't supposed to do anything too heroic. All the heroics were kind of on the Terminator and Schwarzenegger.
but he's like half distracted because he's trying to become governor during that time.
I liked, what I did like about the third one is how they made him kind of behave more like this 800-pound machine. Like he falls on a car and the whole car gets like
Oh, yeah,
smashed in,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's like kind of put some weight behind him. I liked that aspect of it. Again, the story for me, I lost track. I have no idea what was going on after the third one.
And now
I
there's
don't know
alternate
where-
timelines. Like Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
I have no idea. Like Salvation, the best part of that was like, oh, they filmed it in New Mexico. Let me try to recognize places.
And every explosion was bigger than the last explosion.
And Christian Bale was cool, but again, with the Terminator story, I don't know where.
It's
Well, you don't need to because
It's a
this
fun-
is following the
This-
first
great.
and second.
Let's
Yeah.
bring it back to after the second one because that was the last. Everyone agrees that was an amazing movie.
it's a classic. Terminator 2 is a classic film.
Yes.
I think they remade it for theaters last year, the year before, with a 3D reanimation.
And that CGI, as dated as it is, still holds
Still
up.
great. Still great.
Like it looks like early CGI, but when you think about how it was 1992
It's crazy.
and it looks like 2000s, like I don't like James Cameron, but what he's done for special effects in filmmaking is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I will give James Cameron credit for Aliens, the best Aliens.
Aliens is so good.
And that was all him and
True
and,
Lies.
and the first two Terminator movies.
Did you see Alita?
Alita's fantastic. Alita was so good. Alita was so fucking
I
good.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it
no,
either.
But
It was so
it was-
good.
it had a really good world. like James Cameron's really good about the details.
There
like
were
that.
there were some things about it that weren't great, but for the most part, Alita was fantastic.
And James Cameron had a talk show that came out last year that I've been wanting to watch, where he interviews a lot of big directors. I think it was like on Sci-Fi or something. I don't remember who put it out, but I think he interviews like Steven Spielberg and a bunch of big people. So, what is the name of this project that he was a part of?
Well, he's got all that time now that Disney delayed all of his Avatar movies.
Right. Yeah. And
How
I think
long was he working on that first Avatar movie? It was
A
years. It was
long
like
time. I think
a
like
decade or more.
I think he started working on it around like I think maybe Aliens.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe more than a decade.
Well, he had to. I mean, he's a fucking visionary. He's
Yeah.
that's okay.
We tried.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, so are you guys going to see Terminator Dark Fate? What do you guys think of this trailer? Do you think it is the perfect Terminator reboot? Let us know in the comments. And also, what's your favorite Terminator 2 line? Mine is not a favorite. Mine is not a line. Mine is when they're being chased by the T-1000 in the giant truck. And they gotta show the Terminator grabbing John Connor, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is not going to do that stunt. So you see a guy who clearly doesn't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, pulls him over onto the
and
motorcycle?
a guy who you can see has a beard and is not Edward Furlong on the other.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Terminator 2 moment. Fuck. All right, let's just do our best.
I like when they tricked him in the phone booth. He asked him how Wolfie is. Wolfie's doing fine. Through the wall. Yeah. Through the milk carton, through the wall.
That's how you know he's a bad guy.
Yeah. It's like, just fuck you.
Yeah. And all the Guns N' Roses. The entire soundtrack given by Guns N' Roses.
Wow.
I did not
I
realize
didn't know that.
All right.
Cool.
All right, let's get out of here.